Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis. Okay, in this video we're going to do a review of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 Episode 4. This is a very important episode. So I think with this episode, what's the word I'm trying to find for? I think this episode is a catalyst. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's the word that comes to mind like for the rest of the season, because something very important happens in this season that's going to change how the rest of this season, maybe even the entire series goes, and I'm going to explain more in depth soon. But how this episode starts off, episode 4, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, is we have Bullseye. We see him, he's in this apartment. We saw him, I think last week on episode 3, he had visited a cathedral or a Catholic church, was asking for forgiveness or whatever. But in this episode, we see him in an apartment. He's living like a double life. He has an alias. He's not going by Benjamin Poindexter. He has this neighbor who's calling him some other name that's not Benjamin Poindexter. And looks like he's just living a normal life. And then everything starts to change when he's in this diner. He asks for a banana shake, and then he calls the anti-vigilante task force. He lures them all into a trap. He says that Punisher's here. He's holding a gun. He's at this diner. Hurry up, get here. And anti-vigilante task force go there looking for the Punisher. And then Bullseye ambushes them. He's just throwing utensils and he's just killing people. Not just people, the anti-vigilante task force. He's killing them. Even though the anti-vigilante task force worked for Kingpin, just how he's dealing with them, he's not stopping the anti-vigilante task force for taking people away. He's just killing them for his own thing. So it's still bad, but we see this whole scene and he's just killing all these people in the anti-vigilante task force, and not one of them is laying a finger on him. And it's crazy. He throws something at the wall, it ricochets, and then it hits his target. He's that good that he never misses that. He can just throw something off the wall and then it bounces off and hits. And it's crazy because he can do this with forks, knives, even stuff you wouldn't think would do that. Like if I were to throw a fork against a wall, it wouldn't bounce off, or wouldn't bounce off the wall then hit something else. It would just hit the wall and fall off to the ground. That's how great Bullseye is. And then when he leaves the restaurant, he grabs this ketchup, makes a symbol, makes it known that it was him, and he wants to kill the Kingpin. We then transition to Matt Murdock and Karen Page. They freed all the prisoners in the last episode when Wilson Fisk blew up his ship, and they are getting a video recording, and the prisoners, they're giving their testimonies. They eventually get Kirsten to hear them, and Karen Page gives the White Tiger, gives her an SD card, tells her, send this to the BB reporter, give it to her. She'll know what to do with it. She's been the one that's been doing the caricatures of Wilson Fisk on this social media podcast that she does. So White Tiger delivers it to a messenger. The messenger gives it to the BB reporter, and the BB reporter, she's friends with Wilson Fisk, media communications person in his office, and he already knows that it's her, but he's conflicted between his friendship and with Wilson Fisk. He admires Wilson Fisk, but he still sees BB as a friend, and deep down this guy knows that Wilson Fisk is a bad guy, but he just admires him too much. He's he admires him a lot. So he's conflicted between calling out his friend, because if he calls out his friend and tells Wilson Fisk, she's dead, and he knows that. But if Wilson Fisk learns that he keeps betraying him and that he knew who it was all along, who's been putting out these character pieces about him, and he didn't say anything, Wilson Fisk will follow through with his threat. Like, the only reason why Wilson Fisk has done it because he knows that this young man admires him, and he's like not a threat. If he were to actually threaten the Kingpin would have no problem killing him. Like, we also saw this in the scene where this CIA guy shows up. Wilson Fisk and his henchmen are in this warehouse, and they're having the discussion about how all the leaks need to be fixed. Poindexter, Daredevil, and his campaign office, they all got to be fixed. They all got to be taken care of. And then this guy, Charles, he shows up, and he's always eating something. He's always being condescending to Kingpin. And this time, Kingpin puts him in his place. He says, hey, don't talk to me like I'm one of your flunkies. Don't talk to me like you are above me, that I'm beneath you. I'm the Kingpin. Yeah, I'm mayor, but I have money. I have power. Like, I'm bigger than this position. Okay, yes, I'm mayor, but I'm not just any mayor. I am extremely wealthy. I have this criminal enterprise. Even if I wasn't mayor, I would be even more power. And Charles pulls up a gun to him, gets these two henchmen, pulls up a gun and says, like, you're not anything, like, I'm above you. Do you know who I work for? And Wilson Fisk has to put him in his place. His henchman, Wilson Fisk's henchman, I can't think of his name right now, but he kills both of Charles' henchmen. And Wilson Fisk tells him, you'll get your shipment when it's ready, and don't barge into my office or unannounced again. You make an appointment, because if you don't, like, you're next. And that's the threat he gives him. So the big point of that is, if Kingpin's media person was a threat to him, he'd have no qualms with killing him. But he knows that this is a kid who looks up to him, who wants to be him in some kind of way. So he knows he's not that. But if he's not doing his job, Kingpin will get rid of him. He will get rid of him. Now, Benjamin Poindexter, he wants to kill Kingpin. He thinks killing Kingpin will make up for all like the bad stuff that he's done, that it will make everything right. And Daredevil wants to stop him because, number one, he believes in the rule of law, even if it's like, you can see it's really corrupt this season. He still believes in the rule of law, and he doesn't want Kingpin to be a martyr. So Daredevil has to stop Benjamin Poindexter, Bullseye, from killing Kingpin. Meanwhile, Kingpin is setting a trap for Bullseye. He's hosting this charity event, a boxing match where he's going against a pro boxer, and it's to supposedly raise money for the city, but it's a trap to get Benjamin Poindexter because he's becoming a serious problem for the Kingpin. Anyway, Wilson Fisk is trying to send his wife Vanessa away to deal with the governor, because the governor is also a thorn in Kingpin's side. He needs the governor off his back. So while Wilson Fisk is doing this charity boxing match to raise money for himself and to possibly kill Bullseye and Daredevil, he wants his wife to go charm the governor and get the governor off his back. Vanessa does that, but Vanessa says, hey, I don't like that you're sending me away. I want to be a part of this. I go like where you go. And Wilson Fisk is telling her, hey, I'm doing this charity ball, but it's also a trap for Bullseye. Bullseye is extremely dangerous. I don't need anything bad happening to you. I need you to stay away from there, okay? Yes, we're a team, but you know what? As a team, we can still work together even though we're apart. So I need to keep you safe. You're extremely important to me. So Vanessa, she goes, sees the governor, charms the governor. Governor, she knows who Wilson Fisk is, but she sees like his results. And she says to Vanessa, if you can check his darker impulses, if You can keep him in check. I will back you and him. I won't back him by himself. I'll back you and him. She's like, yes, I can keep his darker impulses in check. I can tell him when he's wrong. I can bring the best, the good in him. And the governor's like, great, cool. I'll back you. I won't mess with your Freeport. You can move on. Wilson Fisk, while he's having this charity boxing match, his henchman goes and he kills the first mate that was on the ship that blew up last episode. So he kills him. Karen Page tried to get him an escort to safety, and she did, but the escort wasn't good enough. For some reason, the U.S. Marshals, maybe they got to their destination. They stopped, they got out of the car, and right when they got out of the car, the U.S. Marshals, the henchman shot them, and then he killed the guy. And so while the charity boxing match is going on, Wilson Fisk is just dominating this guy. He's beating up this guy. I think in this fight, someone should have threw the fight after like the first 3 hits. Wilson Fisk done. Okay, fight's done. But the guy wanted to keep fighting. He wanted to keep fighting. After the second time, they separated from the corner and Wilson Fisk had him down on the rope. The ref should have called the fight right then and there, and he didn't. But Vanessa, after helping by charming the governor, she shows up at this fight. And Wilson Fisk hesitates. He hesitates when he sees Vanessa. Before Vanessa comes, he's just dominating this guy. This guy doesn't even land a hit on Wilson Fisk. And Wilson Fisk, I don't know why this ref didn't call the fight, didn't just end the fight, but he is almost killing this guy. But then Vanessa shows up and he hesitates. I think this is more metaphorically saying that while Vanessa is around, she can keep Kingpin from being even more evil than what he already is. She's the one that can bring out that good in him. Wilson Fisk is a complex character. While he is evil, he does show some good in him sometimes. He loves Vanessa. When Charles says, hey, I can bring in a cleaning crew to kill all your men, Kingpin doesn't just say, yeah, let's do that. He's like, no, these are good men who follow my orders and who are willing to put themselves in danger for me. I don't want to lose these people. I don't want to kill them for no reason. I don't want to kill just to kill, but I do it for a purpose. I don't just do it for the sake of doing it. So we have seen him do some good things, but overall, he's not a good person. He's done some good things. He's shown like a good side from time to time, but Kingpin is a bad person. Anyway, Vanessa shows up at the boxing match. Kingpin has a professional boxer like down on the rope. Like it's completely one-sided. He hesitates. And when he's hesitating for those 5 or 6 seconds, the professional boxer gets back up and he hits Wilson Fisk. And then Wilson Fisk loses it. He's dominating this guy and he completely knocks him out. And you're thinking that this guy is not dead. He probably has some serious concussion or brain injuries. But either he has multiple concussions or he has bad bruises, hemorrhages. He's badly injured. Worse, this guy could possibly be dead, but he is seriously injured, and you're hoping that he's still alive. And when Wilson Fisk wins the fight, after he does that final punch, it's like air leaves the room. People are in gas. People can't believe what they saw. And I'm saying, why didn't this ref end the fight? Why did he let it go get to this? Like, he should have stopped like the first 3 hits Wilson Fisk did. It was over. Especially the second time when Wilson Fisk was holding him down on the ropes. But everybody, gas, air leaves the room, and then everybody's applauding. Vanessa's not really applauding. I think at first she's shocked and appalled, but then she gets back in the ring. She congratulates him, and Wilson Fisk is like, you should not be here. I'm trying to set a trap for Bullseye. you need to leave now. She commands him, kiss me right now. He does it, and then Bullseye shows up. He's killing AVTF people, and the Kingpin's ordering his men, get Vanessa out of here right now. And Vanessa pulls out her gun. She's trying to shoot Bullseye. Bullseye gets a glass trophy or whatever, some glass memorabilia. He throws it, and he's trying to aim for Vanessa or Kingpin. Kingpin gets his championship belt. He knocks it out, and then he has a gun. He's about to kill Poindexter, but then Daredevil stops him. Daredevil gets Bullseye out of there, and then like they're both running, and Wilson Fisk is like, find them. And then he thinks he saved Vanessa, but she has a glass in the temple of her head right here. And I'm thinking in my mind, please don't pull that out. And he's like, call an ambulance, somebody call an ambulance right now. And that's where the episode ends. And I'm thinking, if she dies, what's gonna happen is that person, Vanessa, who's able to keep the darker impulses of him in check, that was able to bring out some good in Kingpin, that's gonna be gone. There's nothing that's going to bring the good inside of him. Vanessa was his only thing in this world that he truly loved. That was the person who could keep him in check. We saw it we've seen it multiple times, but we definitely saw it in this ring match when he had the boxer on the ropes dominating him. And instead of ending the fight when he could, he's hesitating for like 6 or 10 seconds, not doing anything because he sees Vanessa there. And like if she dies, then you're gonna see an even more unhinged, draconian Kingpin, because like Vanessa was his entire like world. He loved her, and then if she's dead and she's gone, then you're gonna see a more evil, even more evil Kingpin. Like, how more evil can he get? He just blew up a ship with his own workers on it. Like, she was the one stopping him from being even worse, and now he's going to go full on criminal mode if she's gone. So we gotta watch episode 5 when it comes out this Tuesday to see what happens. That's gonna be a very, very important episode. All right, so I know this review is longer than my other ones, but a lot happened in this episode, and as I said earlier in this video, it's a catalyst. It's going to change the trajectory of this season, probably of the whole series, because there's reports of Daredevil Born Again season 3, and the Defenders are going to be in there. And episode 5, we gotta see what happens episode 5, because she's dead. Kingpin is gonna go, he's gonna be unrestrained, and then we're gonna see why Matt Murdock's gonna need the Defenders. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. If you've seen Daredevil Born Again season 2 episode 4, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. I know I said that again, but thank you. Have a good day.